Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not, honey. And without any further ado, we are going to get into tonight's reading, okay? Also remember that this reading may apply to your past, your present, or your future. So take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Okay, guys? So I'm going to start this off with a bit of dialogue for you all tonight, okay? In this portion of the segment, okay, if you do not like cursing or vulgar language, this may not be the reading you want to listen to, at least in the first few minutes, okay? Because I'm going to talk about a topic, okay, that needs to be discussed, okay? And it's because of the reading that I just did that is uploading right now. First of all, let me speak to the men real quick, okay? So I want to say this, okay? Guys, time is up, okay? If you are in the closet, it is time to come out the closet, okay? And just go and come out and let the world know. In today's time, nobody cares, okay? We will give you a whole 24 hours, and nobody would even speak about it anymore. So if you are not already known for being a switch hitter, for being gay, or whatever, okay? People will talk about it for a whole 24 hours. Nobody's gonna like you any less. You probably won't lose any friends, okay, or anything like that, okay? But in this day and time, every other person that you look at is likely gay, okay? Nobody cares. You have the right to live your life the way you want to live your life. Nobody cares, okay? But the reason why I am saying this is because y'all need to stop tainting and poisoning the pussy population. And the reason why I am saying that is because a lot of times when feminine issues may be going on with a woman, or y'all have known a woman to have like a STD or something, y'all look at women like they are the raggedy bitches, okay? But let me tell you a scientific fact, okay? If a woman has ever contracted a sexually transmitted disease, this has come from a dirty dick nigga, okay? Excuse my language, but this has come from a man with a dirty dick, okay? What you need to understand is that a woman cannot give herself a sexually transmitted disease, and a woman that messes with other women cannot transfer a sexually transmitted disease from herself to another woman, which means if a woman has ever contracted a sexually transmitted disease of any kind, okay, whether it's curable or not, it has come from a dirty dick man. And you know why it comes from a dirty dick man? Because you all are the one who are poisoning and tainting the pussy population. Now stop walking around looking at women like we the raggedy bitches when y'all are the one who's taking the pussy population. Many of y'all are switch hitters. You're in the closet, you're sneaking and freaking and cripping, you're dipping and tipping, okay? You want to act like you are heterosexual Mr. Family man in the daytime, but at nighttime, you're sneaking and freaking and creeping around either with straight up another man or a transgender, and y'all just need to come out the closet, because guess what? Nobody cares, okay? You would probably surprise people. If people don't already know, you would probably surprise people for one whole day, okay? A complete 24 hours is all we would give you, and after that, it would no longer matter. Nobody would care. You know why? Because this day and time, you can love who you want to love. You can be with who you want to be with. You are the one who has a problem with your sexuality. You are the one who is dealing with some type of mental, psychological instability with yourself, okay? But if you are doing it in secret, you might as well just go on and come out with it. You need to decide whether you like dick or whether you like pussy. And if you like both, I understand, baby, okay? I am very open-minded. I understand a whole lot of things, okay? But let that be known, okay? Because one thing that I know for sure, if a woman loves you or likes you, okay, and she is open-minded and a good-spirited woman like that, she's going to love you regardless. She's going to ride for you regardless. She's going to stand side by side with you regardless. What she's not going to do is accept you tainting her pussy because you sneaking and creeping and dipping and tipping the fuck around because you really like something else on the side. Another dick is what actually gets you hard, okay? Don't blame that on the women, okay? Our shit works all the time. Y'all are the ones who has to get it up. You understand what I'm saying? And so those of you who, when you're with your woman, you having erectile dysfunctions, okay? You want to talk all aggressively and all mean to women, but you talk sweet to other niggas, okay? Y'all so comfortable with each other. Y'all will be shirtless with one another. Y'all strip all the way down to your boxers, sitting up with your supposed homeboys playing video games and watching porn together and watching basketball games and whatever else y'all like to fucking do, okay? That is borderline penitentiary shit, okay? Which means you love the company of other men than you do women, okay? You got a whole attitude, a lot of you, who when you're with your woman, okay, it's a whole damn problem, okay? And many of you, not all of you, okay? Because we have a few good men that's still out here who are heterosexual, who are straight, okay? Unfortunately, the majority of them are already taken. They're already married. They already have families, so they are not available, okay? And it's only very few of them who are just straight up. They know who they are as men. They are heterosexual. They are straight, and they just have not found the right relationship to be in, okay? But Spirit is saying that y'all is a low down and dirty shame, okay, for running around here tainting the pussy population and then looking at women like we the raggedy bitches, okay? Y'all never broke this down scientifically. A woman cannot give herself an STD, okay? So before you look at a woman and say, oh, you nasty, oh, you got a stinking pussy, oh, yo, this, yo, that, whatever, guess where it came from? A dirty dick man, okay? So think about that for just a second, guys, okay? And I just wanted to come on here and briefly say that because of the reading that I just did, okay? It's time, y'all. Y'all just go on and come out the closet. Nobody will care, okay? This is 2022, okay? It'll be 2023 in just a second, okay? They done legalized damn near everything, okay? Nobody will care if you come out the closet, honey, okay? And that goes for those of you who have your risque, taboo, sexual escapade type of things that you like too. You understand what I'm saying? So for those of you who are into other things, okay, you like cross-dressing, okay, you like BDSM, okay, you like, you know, what, you know, role playing, whatever it is that you like, just come out with it. It's okay. Nobody will care. Anybody who is really your friend, anybody who is a real family member to you, anybody who is really down for you is not going to treat you any different. They might be a little shocked, a little surprised, but I'm telling you, it's going to get a whole 24 hours worth of attention and nobody's going to care. Life does not stop. Life will go on. It will be okay. But what y'all need to stop doing is poisoning or tainting rather the pussy population, and then having the audacity to look at women like we the raggedy bitches, okay? Because scientifically, for a woman to get infected with anything, it has to come from being penetrated by a man who's got a dirty dick. Yeah, that's how that works, baby. We can't give ourselves no STDs. Not even two women hunching can give themselves or transmit STDs. Y'all need to understand how this go, okay? Most STDs, even STDs that you can't get rid of, okay? You cannot catch it from kissing, hugging, or anything like that, okay? This comes from penetration type of contact, okay? So y'all need to understand this. So any type of women who have had anything. Y'all need to stop treating women like they are less than, but you all too damn eager to be buddy cool with your male buddies and pals and friends or whatever you call them, okay? And y'all secretly want to be with transgenders, okay? But out in the open, y'all deny that y'all like them and you deny that you're with them. But when it's dark outside and when you think nobody else is looking, y'all with it, okay? And some of you just straight up like other men, okay? Whether they're transgender or not, okay? But you want to go home and act like you Mr. Family Man with your woman and play daddy to your children, okay? But when you at work and when you on your free time and you having fun time and you on your time, you on some whole other shit, okay? Like, stop it, okay? So that's what we're talking about, guys. That's what we're talking about here. Okay, so we already got Low Down and Dirty Shame that came out. Okay, Spirit, what else? What else? Do we have with this situation here? Okay, so we have sexually frustrated. Some of you may be feeling like you're sexually frustrated at home in the relationships or something that you are in. Okay, and so you are getting pleased elsewhere, okay? But if that's what you like and that's what you about, then that's okay. That's fine, okay? Do you, okay? But stop treating women like we the ones who are less than. Because most of the issues, especially in that area, that any women's may have come from men. We don't cause them type of problems for each other, from woman to woman, okay? So we gotta protect yourself from predators. Spirit is seeing many of you all as predators here. We gotta stay away from that psycho. Many of y'all, you know, are psycho. You're sexually frustrated at home here, and we got transgender here. You're messing around with transgenders on the side, okay? And you're playing pretend. You playing pretend with your girlfriends and with your wives, okay? And you know, y'all with the shits, okay? But nobody cares. Nobody cares. So it's time for y'all to come out the closet. Some of y'all may be in open relationships. Y'all open, all right? Okay? Y'all open in more ways than one, okay? But y'all not being real with yourselves, okay? But y'all be so quick to call a woman a bitch or a whore or a slut or skanky or nasty or dirty. But it seems to amaze me that none of those terms get used for men. If a man has more than one lover, he's a pimp. He's a player. You know, the whole hood love him. If a woman have more than one lover, if she has a healthy sex life, she's a whore. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, we need to stop this in this world in which we live in here, because this is a lot of what's going on here. It's a lot of what's going on here. You got a lot of people who got, you know, hold some type of professional positions and titles and roles. You know, you want your ready-made families with your little Susie homemaker wives, and act like you got the perfect little family. You know, act like you're so educated and you're so illuminated and you're so sophisticated with your little money and your little family and your little wife, little trophy wife that you have on your arm every time you have your little socialite functions that you have, okay? But when you're doing your own thing, you're really partaking in some other things, okay? Nobody cares. Just come out. That's the reason why it pisses me off the way they did things. But this type of stuff been going on, okay? This type of stuff been going on. But see, they make a mockery a lot of times of our people. When they say gay, a lot of times they display only black people, okay? When they say transgender, a lot of times they only display black people. When they speak of anything, when they say thug, criminal, gangsta, prostitute, a lot of times they only display black people, okay? And nobody sees this. Nobody see what the systematic abuse and how they set up certain scenarios, how they set up certain things. Many of y'all had no idea. Y'all said nothing. They deluded y'all with the fact that they put a brown-skinned family in the White House, okay? You know, everybody, my president is black. You know, y'all was all for all of that y'all didn't realize that what they was doing. They put a brown-skinned family in the White House to push their agendas, the agendas of the elites, the agendas of the satanic powers that be. They didn't get now one of their white presidents to pass gay marriage. They had a black president, a brown-skinned president, okay, in the White House to push those issues. Do you know how many white presidents have gone to Bohemian Grove amongst other men, butt naked, chanting and singing and doing all kind of sneaky, freaky, creepy things, surrounded by this huge ass owl and in cross-dressed and everything? Okay? Yeah, they don't want y'all to know them for being freaky like that. They don't want y'all to know them for having gay tendencies. They don't want y'all to know them for being cross-dressers. They don't know none of that. They wait until they put a brown-skinned family in the White House. Okay? And they talked about Obama. They talked about Michelle. Okay? And all of that. And the Caucasian elite powers that be had them to push certain agendas that they would not have necessarily put. It took a brown-skinned family being in the White House before you ever seen a rainbow flag up at the White House. And y'all smoothed and even paid any attention. This was a whole agenda. Y'all smooth and even paying attention. It's been fine. It's been okay for you to love who you wanted to love well before they did that. It's been fine. It's been okay for you to live your lifestyle the way you want to live your lifestyle well before they had a brown-skinned family in the White House to do that. You know why they did that? Ask yourself this. Whether you are Christian or spiritual or whatever your beliefs are, anybody who has ever read the Bible, and this is a lot of the reason why many people who live that lifestyle have left the church. But this is not some sermon, okay, about the Bible. I just want to tell you something that it say, okay? Now, in the Bible, when it speaks about homosexuality, what do they call it? A abomination. That sounds kind of familiar, don't it? Doesn't abomination sounds like Obama? They put Obama and his family in the White House and had him to put up the rainbow flag and had him to pass all of the gay agenda to support the gays, to support the transgender, to legalize marriage, to make them look bad on purpose. They was for this shit. This been going on. People been living this type of lifestyle. And I didn't say that to throw shade against anybody. I said that to make a point to you all, to literally put it in your face and show you how they do things. Not to downplay you in your lifestyle, what you believe in and how you live and or anything like that. This is not a topic about that. You got the right to live your life the way you want to live your life. That's between you and the Most High. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay? I'm just making a point. How many other Caucasian presidents have we had before Obama was in office? Okay? And if you notice, the next president that came after Obama, that rainbow flag went down, didn't it? Okay? Even with Biden being in office right now, have you seen the rainbow flag? No. They push certain agendas. And they had that family to do that. You also know, guess what? Do you not know how long transgenders have been around? Even transgenders in power in the industry. For many years. It's been right up under y'all's noses. But they waited till they put a brown-skinned family in the White House. And they talked about, not only did they have them to push the gay agenda, pass gay marriage, put up the rainbow flag, but they talked about Barack and Michelle like they was dogs when they was in that office, just to make them look bad. You have never seen this happen to any Caucasian president and the first lady. Not one of their wives were called transgender. Not one of those presidents were called out for being gay. Not one. Many of them was put on blast for having affairs with women, supposedly, allegedly, but they wasn't embarrassed. They didn't pass. They was not given the task to push those certain agendas, and they were not slandered, drugged through the mud, kicked under the bus, and put on blast for being gay and transgender or anything like that, how they did the Obamas. The White House that slaves built. The original White House was built by slaves, okay? But it went up in flames. It was burnt and it was rebuilt. Rather, slaves rebuilt the new White House. Who knows? But the original White House was built by slaves. They put a brown-skinned family in the White House solely for the purpose to push those agendas. But all anybody cared about at the moment is my president is black. And y'all finally seen they put something, display something in your face to make you believe, oh, they finally care about us. They finally care about our rights. They don't give a damn about you. Guess what? They have never cared about how you live your life. It has been okay for you to live your life the way you want to live your life. It's been okay. Now, back in the day, when they was institutionalizing people for being gay, saying they had a disease, when they was imprisoning people for being in interracial relationships or being homosexual and different things like that, when they was lynching people and hog-tying and dragging people and hanging people for such a thing, that was a different time when those type of things was going on. They can't do those things in this day and time, okay? You ain't never needed their position or their permission, to live your life the way you want to live your life. You never needed their permission. But they make y'all believe that. Nothing is okay in this world until they say it's okay. And if you notice, whatever they decide to push, they claim that this world was built upon Christian values. But look around this world. Look around every industry. Look around the government. Look around the world in its entirety and tell me how many things do you see that is run, ruled, and controlled and or built off of Christian values. They lied. They went from using the Bible to now using a satanic, masonic, and demonic type of a system to control everybody. And along that path, they change things to their liking when they get ready. And because they have brainwashed you all, or the people, by these things, y'all accept it. And when these things happen, you say, yes, finally, we are evolving. Finally, things are moving forward. Things are changing for the better. They've been playing off your feelings and your emotions all along when you ain't never needed a damn permission for a damn thing. If it's okay today, it was okay 20, 40, 50, 60 years ago. Because guess what? It was going on amongst them way back then. They just never told you so. See, they've been about that life. They just never wanted you to know so. That's the reason why when they finally came along to say, okay, well, we're going to legalize this and we're going to push the agenda on that, they put a black face on it. Every one of the president elites you seen was brown skinned. Every time you know, and when the gay parades and different things like that go on, you see mixed cultures of different things, okay? But they was pushing a lot of things. Now it's a big deal to transgender kids. Now it's a big thing to let young people walk down runways in the gay club and strut their stuff and drag. Now it's okay. They're pushing all kinds of things now. But if it's okay now, ask yourself, when did it become okay? It only became okay Not to say these things haven't been going on. That's not what I'm saying. It only became okay when the government said it was okay. And this is how every aspect, just like weed smoking. Take weed. How many people you know were smoking weed well before the government got in behind it? They never gave a damn about you smoking weed. Okay? All while they was telling you weed was a drug when it's really a plant. They were telling you that marijuana is good for people with anxieties and depressions and glaucoma and back pains and all other type of things. Why they was trying to push on you that a plant was a drug. They just didn't know how to tax it. Now that they know how to tax it, they have legalized it some places. You understand what I'm saying? All kind of people smoke weed. Weed smoking wasn't a black thing. There's plenty of Caucasian people who smoke weed. Mexican people, Latina people, Haitian people, Jamaican people. All kind of people been smoking weed. Ain't nobody ever needed their damn permission to smoke weed. And they was frankly smoking weed themselves. But it was never pushed as being okay until they said so. See, the point of the matter that I'm making here is that our whole entirety of our life is based off of what the government say is okay. When we ain't never needed their damn permission for anything. Nothing is okay until they say it's okay. And when they say it's okay and want to push the agenda, they want to put a certain face on it. You understand what I'm saying? So this goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about here. For those of you who are battling with your sexuality, I get it. I understand. Okay? But what you cannot do is belittle the biological woman, the natural born woman, as if we are nothing, while tainting the pussy population. Yet you still use us and abuse us when it's convenient for you, but you go get your happiness and your pleasures and your likes and your fulfillments elsewhere. When it is free for you to have what you want to have. You just need to be honest with yourself to say, you know what, this is what would really make me happy, and it is okay for me to have it. Because what y'all don't see, first of all, what y'all need to understand, it doesn't matter who you are. Without a biological woman, will none of y'all be around. You best understand that. If women start picking and choosing over the children that we want to have and the ones that we do not, just imagine. See, a lot of people say this is a man's world. But if every woman decided not to have her male children, except for a few that we needed to procreate with, just to make some more children, it wouldn't be many of y'all. This world would be full of more women than men. And this would be a woman's world. And we'd be running, ruling, controlling everything. So it always seems to amaze me when a man feels like that he is in control and over of and in power of another woman, when if it wasn't for a woman, he would not even be here. And see, y'all need to understand what a lot of women is facing on today. And it's not even just brown-skinned women. Now see, back in the day, brown-skinned women was losing a lot of their black men, because if you was a poor black woman, you could not be on welfare if the man was in the house. So this is another part of systematic abuse. They push the men out of the home because they didn't want brown-skinned people to have that family dynamic where the mother and the father was in the home raising the children. Okay? So they pushed the men out the home This leaves them on the street to get involved in all kinds of things. At this time, then things started hitting the street like crack and all other kind of things. So crime rates go up. You start locking a lot of these men up. These men are out of the homes, okay? You see how things have worked. Everything is about a systematic, abusive way of system that they have created. Everything has been an agenda with them. So what I was getting ready to say is this goes back to when all of that was going on, when the men was forced out of the home. And at some point in time after that, the black man stopped appreciating the black woman, okay? Like I said, many of them hit the streets. Many of them ended up going to prisons and different things like that. Many of them was turned out in prisons, okay? So you see, even with doing it, they even do that on purpose to turn those men out, okay? They feminizing the men, okay? They sexualize the children and they demonize the women. Is what they do. This has been a systematic approach with everything. So what happens with the brown-skinned woman, with the problem that the brown-skinned woman ran into, she either ran into the black man who did not no longer appreciated the black woman because he either had a bad mother, who was a single mother and struggling on her own, or had a bad mother, or excuse me, she wasn't a bad mother because she was a single mother. He had a single mother who was struggling on her own. Or either he had the bad mother who was neglectful and end up falling prey to all, the sins of the world and different things like that. So there's different reasons why the black man ended up falling away from the black women. But those of them who hit the streets and ended up in prisons and ended up turned out and different things. So what you have now is you have a percentage of men who are now mixing and mingling with other men secretly. And then what happened is you have another percentage of men who left brown-skinned women, black women, and went to white women, okay? Because in that time, your Beckys was the only ones who would swallow and who would take it in the back of their thigh. See, black women was talked about like a dog. You did not dare talk about you had oral sex. Damn sure didn't swallow, and you didn't take nothing in the back of anything back then. You understand what I'm saying? So, this is how a lot of white women got black men, okay? So you have a portion of black men who have went to prison, been turned out, and when they got out, they even if they got a woman, they was mistreating a black woman and secretly messing with men on the side. And then you had black men who stopped altogether loving their black women to go to white women. Well, today, now even the white women got an issue. It's the same kind of issue that the black women had, because the transgenders are taking over, baby. And so what you have now is a lot of men are leaving their black women as well as their white women to go to transgenders, because it seems that your transgenders have a deeper throat than your women, and they don't mind all the extras as well, taking it in the back, swallowing, and any damn thing else that goes along with it. I ain't throwing shade. It just happens to be what's matter of fact. They also have a stronger grip in the jaws. That's just something that is a scientific statistical fact, and it happens to turn men on. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Okay, so this is what's happening. This is what's going on, and I felt the need to come on here and talk to y'all about this because it's happening so frequently lately that it is time for those of you men who are in the closet to come out. It is okay for you to like what you like, but you need to be honest with yourself, okay? Now, it's not my fault that you decided to be in the profession of being a pastor and you happen to like men. You done sit up and hooping and hollering and preaching the whole time you have been an ordained minister trying to tell other people how they gonna go to hell, and they was living wrong for because they was an abomination for being homosexual, when you secretly are behind the scenes and taking oaths in secret societies. Okay, you was initiated by a homosexual ritual that you happen to like, so you frequently cheat on first lady with another man, or transgender. That's not my fault. That just happens to be matter of fact. It is not my fault that is the profession that you chose, and because you are in that profession and you want to keep your money coming in, you don't want your congregation to look at you differently, then you keep that hidden, you keep that secret. It is not my fault that you decided to be a politician. It is not my fault that you decided to have some position in government. Okay, whether you're high-ranking military, you in law enforcement, you an agent, you are whatever you are, or a superstar celebrity. That's not my fault. What position or role that you decided to take, okay? However, many of people who fall in those type of positions, especially persons in government, I don't know what it is with government, them people have to be like, it's like certain positions that's high up, they require you to be married, they require you to have a family and different shit like that. Is stupid. Okay, this is about whether or not they can do the job, not they love life. What in the hell does they love life and their family has to do with whether or not they can do the job or not? You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of them positions, they got to be senior citizens, they got to have a wife, and they have to have a family and children. It's dumb as hell, because all of them are cheating on their wives, they're messing around with other people, they like sneaky freaky creepy shit behind the scenes. No judgment, it is what it is, it's matter of factly the truth. So this leaves a lot of people, just because the simple fact of the positions that they in and the type of money that they make, even though secretly behind the scenes that they have to be a part of this shit, they have to keep this secret to uphold some type of public image. It's dumb. And they in turn end up being hypocrites. It doesn't make any sense, okay? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of their wives would love to be openly lesbians, okay? I can look at them, a lot of them would much rather have them a girlfriend than deal with all the crap that they have to deal with by their husbands, who is almost never there, that they have to smile and put on this front, you know, with the family, and every time you need your trophy wife on your arm for all your little engagements. But when you're traveling and you're gone and you're elsewhere, them women are stupid. They know good and damn hell well you doing other things, okay? So we got male hoe gigolo here, as well as bad romance, okay? This is what's going on, guys. I just wanted to briefly go into that, okay? Y'all have to watch my reading. This basically stems from the reading that I just did, which was about somebody being used for sex, but this person was somebody's side piece, as well as this person was a prostitute, and this person is also transgender, okay? And the reason why I came up with this topic, because this transgender ended up speaking out, calling out some people in power, wealthy persons in power, that she had been slept with and been with or whatever. This is a transgender that's not fully transgender. This is a transgender that still had her penis. Okay, there's some other things going on, but that reading was really kind of sad, because somebody is now trying to sacrifice her, going to kill her for exposing them and exposing the truth about, you know, what she had going on with these married men and men that's got, you know, wives or girlfriends or whatever, who was paying her like top dollar to be with them. And like after that reading, I just got to thinking, I'm like, you know, this is stupid. I get so tired. Like it just doesn't make sense. It's like the men who love calling women bitches and hoes, okay? But y'all love going to the strip club and seeing butt naked women sliding down fucking poles and twerking their ass. How could you stand before a regular woman and call her a bitch or a hoe, and then turn around and team up with your homeboys and go to the damn strip club? You understand what I'm saying? How could you call a regular average Joe woman a slut or a bitch, or, you know, a skank, or whatever, But you would turn around and pay a high-priced prostitute for certain sexual favors and different things that you want. How can you look down on a biological woman, period, and call her any type of name, but behind her back, you go and hook up with another damn man? It's a lot of men out here who are mean and abusive and controlling and possessive of biological women, but behind our back, you talk sweet to another man. Just come out the fucking closet then and get you a damn boyfriend and save us the damn trouble. Instead of coming in our damn lives and want to taint the pussy population, talk to us crazy, dog us out, treat us like we ain't shit, but you got you a boyfriend on the side, and you got you a transgender that you can run to when it get dark outside, that you want to keep your little secret. The transgenders is tired of being kept in behind the scenes in secret any damn way. What the hell makes you think that a transgender don't want to be in a serious committed relationship, fulfilling relationship? No, you just want the transgenders to be your dirty little secrets. But then you're mad at them when they happen to speak out on you. But then you bring your raggedy dick ass home and half-ass it with your woman if you can get it up to even please her. But then you want to call her all type of raggedy bitches. Look at her like she the damn problem. And then the men are the one. This is scientific. Men taint the pussy population. If you run to any woman who has anything, she got it from a man. A woman can't give herself chlamydia, can't give herself gonorrhea, can't give herself trichomoniasis, can't give herself AIDS, HIV, can't give herself genital warts. A woman cannot give herself no sexually transmitted disease that you know of. Not a one. This come from fucking raggedy dick, dirty dick ass men. Okay? So if you're going to look down on anybody, you can look down on your damn self. Okay? Because this would be a woman who entrusted somebody that she had sex with to be clean, if she contracted any damn thing. But this is what's going on. But you will talk down about a woman, and then you will go hook up with your boyfriend that you call your homeboy or some shit. A hook up with your transgender girlfriend who still happen to have a dick. Okay? You like that 10 piece, that 10 to 12 that she might have. And the transgender's dick might be bigger than yours. But that's what's going on here, people. That's what we're talking about here. For anybody who feels some type of way about this conversation or feel like this message is so vulgar or too vulgar or something, I do apologize, honey. I mean no disrespect, but you know, it is what it is. And it's high time that these things get talked about, okay? These things get talked about. People need to open their eyes and realize what the government is doing to manipulate us. Okay, what they have the celebrities in the industry do to manipulate the people. Okay, all these things that go on is programming. They program people in different damn ways. Okay, and they have demonized biological women to the point, like, you know, biological women is basically at this point getting treated like we are just useless. Okay. In this day and time, if a brown-skinned man come up or get successful in any way, get any type of substantial amount of money in any type of way. Now, when he was broke, when he was a nobody, when he was struggling, okay? Oh, it was fine for him to be with regular women. It was fine for him to be with the brown-skinned women, okay? He was lucky if he had any damn body that was attracted to his damn ass. But as soon as he gets successful, as soon as he get a substantial amount of money, he go get him the lightest or whitest thing that he could find, and he forget all about a brown-skinned woman, because she's no longer good enough. They go hook up with the very ones that's gonna take them for every damn thing they got. Should they fuck over them, cheat on them, leave them, or anything. But the brown skinned woman no longer is of importance, okay? But this is what their elite Caucasian counterparts who are high up in power push upon them, force upon them. This is the nature, okay? Yeah, they will assign you somebody, sick somebody on you on purpose, just for you to be tempted by them, just for you to leave your natural brown skinned woman. This happens. This goes on. Nowadays, the transgenders are made over so beautiful, it makes a biological, natural born woman look like we the ones that's less than. You know, they go and get the perfect boobs and the perfect little high pitched butt, and you know, all the little shit that, you know, the sneaker freaker creepers that's dipping and tipping behind the scenes in the closets and things like and want. And now it seems as if that a biological woman, especially a brown skin, a dark skin biological woman, is of no use anymore. It's unimportant, not as beautiful. That's the world that we live in. That's the world that we live in. That's just what it is. And now the white women, all the white women that's done cop them black men, you know, a long time ago, okay, when they started allowing their white women to you know, go after the black men, they even having problems because many of they men is secretly dipping and tipping with a transgender on the side, okay? But this is what's going on, and nobody is talking about this, okay? And usually, if somebody who is gay or somebody who is transgender end up speaking out or exposing some of these men who's a part of this lifestyle and doing this, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times they get the backlash of it. Oh, you exposing this person, this, another, whatever. But it is true. This shit been going on. This shit been going on. It's kept in the closet, it's swept on the rugs, it's kept under covers, okay? And it's not talked about. But this has been going on. It goes on a lot more than y'all expect. Spirit, clarify low down and dirty shame. Low down and dirty shame. Clarify low down and dirty shame, please. But that's the way it is. That's what's going on, okay? So we have, this is the lover's card here, but this is my multisexual lover's card here, okay? This actually speaks about the LGBT community. Now, this is not to say that the LGBT community is a low down and dirty shame. I'm speaking about the individuals who are hooking up with gay men, transgenders, or any other pronoun that one in the LGBT community go by secretly. Okay, they're doing so secretly. These people don't have a problem with being open with their sexuality and whom they are or whatever, at least for the most of them, especially the ones who are just straight up gay men or, you know, whatever, or, you know, gay, lesbian, whatever. Some transgenders are out with the fact that they are transgender and they're open and happy with the fact that they're transgender. There's a lot of transgenders. I notice more, the higher ranking the transgender get, like if she's in the industry or something like that, she's more secretive about the fact that she's transgender. But usually regular everyday, you know, transgenders don't mind letting a person know that they're transgender for the most part, okay? It might even be a few amongst them who don't necessarily display that they're transgender, okay? But this, I don't want to get anybody confused. This is not saying that if you are part of the LGBT community that you are low down and dirty shame, okay? That's not where we're displaying here. We're talking about these men who are intermingling with people who are of the LGBTQ community, okay? But they do so in secret, okay? But just like how I was talking about the biological women, transgender and even gays get disrespected too, just like the biological women, okay? Because the biological women are being disrespected because they are likely in a relationship with somebody that they assume is their husband, is their man, who is heterosexual or whatever. They have no idea that this person has gay tendencies, okay? Is really turned on by another man. Well, the gay persons and the transgenders is being disrespected because these men are only with them in secret, okay? But in, in daylight, out in the open, they talk about them, they put them down, they call them names, or they mistreat them in some type of way. But when it's dark out, or in some dark corner of the club, or late at night, or when they think nobody else is looking, or meeting up secretly at the room when nobody else is around, they all form, they getting down with the get down, you know what I'm saying? So even when it comes to the gays and the transgenders, they're being mistreated and disrespected on a level as well. But biological women are getting the brunt of the disrespect, okay? Because it is a lot of biological women who either way are being disrespected, are being put down, are being treated like we are less than, like we are unimportant, like we are not of value. I'm telling you, to this day, it's like men either want white women or they want a transgender, or either they're just straight up gay and just want another man. That is like literally what it's come down to. Seriously. And even when it comes to interracial dating, these little interracial couples that be online trip me out, because I'll be like, they be putting on videos, like putting it on display that they're interracial. I'm like, this is not a show. You're like, it's like they make a show of being an interracial couple. Like, they be cute couples, but it'd be like, okay, y'all a cute couple, like nobody cares. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like nobody's gonna come after you because y'all are interracial. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're interracial, like, if you're in an interracial couple, y'all relationship is about you all loving one another, okay? This is not it, but it'd be like a public display of attention that they want solely for being an interracial couple. But it's like an unfair ratio. There's way more white women who are with black men than there are white men who are with black women, okay? And the white men who get with black women, yeah, they're either light-skinned, long hair, light eyes, or somebody who is brown skinned, who's borderline act like they're black. They don't get them with a real African American woman, okay? I've seen very few who are with a real African American woman where it looks like a real loving, genuine relationship, and not something that's creepy, like he's gonna sacrifice her later in the relationship for money or some shit like that. I'm talking about a real, genuine relationship. Like, you see very few white men who are with black women. It's a whole slew of white women, okay? Because they stole them a long time ago, okay? They get bigger breasts, bigger lips, bigger butts, bigger thighs, and all kinds of things now to make sure they can get them a black man nowadays, okay? But it's like with the white men, it's like, they don't have permission to be with, they have to be a certain lesser level of a breed of a white man to be with a black man. Like, their genes, their sperm is not okay to copulate with a brown skinned woman. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? But that's how it is with them, okay? So, like, usually when you see a white guy that's with a black girl, it's like, what's going on here? It's not the same thing you feel when you see a white woman that's with a black guy. You understand what I'm saying? Because the black guy, you understand that white women been liking black guys long time ago. This was going on way long time ago, well before black men actually embraced the fact, that came out with the fact, yeah, I'm going to get me a white woman. It's open now, that's what they'll go after, that's what they like. Just like it's been open with the fact that that's what white women like, well, some of them anyway, or whatever. But yeah, it's not even an even ratio, okay? Like, there's not many white men who are with black women, and the ones who are, these be like, they be African American women, but they be like, either they try very hard, it seems, to be Caucasian or to act that way or to be on that level of that's a whole nother topic anyway, guys. So what we have here is certain of these individuals may find themselves being sexually frustrated in the relationships that they are in with other women here. So we have here, pick your poison here, okay? So, I mean, this talks about a multitude of different things, okay? Obviously, sex, okay? Drugs, alcohol, money, partying, violence, porn. Like, this could be picking your poison. Like, this could be any one or more things that you see here on here, okay? So, this can go into temptation as well, okay? So you have this group of individuals. You have this, say, take this man who's sexually frustrated. He's obviously not being pleased sexually at home, okay? And he's also curious, okay? So this is not just about him cheating on his woman with another woman. This is about him being sexually frustrated, being tempted to cheat, but also curious about something else that piques his interest, okay? Thus is the reason why we had the LGBT community card come out, lovers card come out first, okay? Because when they are cheating or choose to go to someone else, this is what they're going to. They're either going to a gay man or they're going to a transgender here. This is the reason why also we got low down and dirty shame, because they are the ones who are being low down and dirty to the people that they're with. They're not low down and dirty because they have curiosity, because they want to try something new, because they want to be a part of that lifestyle. It's low down and dirty because how you treat one group of a person to be with other group of a person would really, when you look at it, you're disrespecting both groups of a person, okay? So if you cheat on your woman, okay, as a man, if you're cheating on your woman, you're already disrespecting her, okay? But if you cheat on your woman to go and be with another man or to be with a transgender, you're not only cheating or disrespecting your woman, you are now disrespecting this gay man or this transgender. Why? Because they have to be your dirty little secret, because they have to be in the closet. You're going to treat them different in the daytime. You're not going to want to tell people that you was around them or you was with them. And if you happen to see them out in public and you with your homeboys or your friends or something, you're liable to talk about them like a dog and put them down. So they're already a secret. You know what I'm saying? And this is a lot of times the reason why you get transgenders who would get mad and be like, oh, that's not what you said last night, fool. Okay, when we was this, that, and the other, whatever, and then he ready to fight, then he ready to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? When he know he was with it. And these type of situations. Meanwhile, his woman ain't got a clue. She got to find out through the grapevine. If she find out, you understand what I'm saying? So this is what we're talking about. Spirit, clarify, protect yourself from predators. Protect yourself from predators. Okay? So you have this is interesting that this came out here. We have they hate you, okay? So what I'm trying to figure out is who you hate. You really hate the biological woman that you got at home because you really want something else, but you're not being open and honest with yourself to want to come out like that because you think your homeboys are going to judge you, you think your family is going to judge you, you think the world is going to look at you differently, so you hate your biological woman that you got at home and you rather do this in secret, okay? Or is it that you really hate yourself? Is it really that you really hate the transgender or the gay man who is able to please you the way you really like, and you don't really want to be pleased like that because you really want to feel like you a man and with another woman when you know that you are pleased the most by another man? Which is it that you hate? Or is it that you hate all scenarios here? Okay, so we have here they hate you, work against you, set you up, targeted you, betrayed you, sabotaged you, and was disloyal to you here. Okay, and this is here on protect yourself from predators. Okay, so who are you praying on? You praying on the gays? You praying on the transgenders? Or you praying upon the women that you claim that you with, that you claim to love, that you claim to care about? Okay, Spirit, clarify. Stay away from this psycho. Stay away from this psycho. Clarify. Stay away from this psycho. Why is this here, Spirit? Why are these men? Yeah, so we have here This say don't believe the hype, believe in unicorns here. Okay, so this goes hand in hand with this illusion that they want to, many of them, I think they feel like if they come out the closet that they're going to be seen as less than a man. Okay, because there's this big factor on those of them who want to wholeheartedly wants to keep this secret, keep this hidden, stay in the closet, stay discreet about their lifestyle. You have a few women that's like that, and it irks my nerves. The old touch me not, well the pillow princess, curious type of discreet woman who wants to try being with another woman, but she don't want to do anything to that woman, but she wants a lesbian woman to do everything to her, but she wants to do so discreetly because she has children, she has a family, she has a man, so she wants to secretly sneak around and mess around with the like it. Ugh, it gets on my nerves. It's cute at first, you know what I'm saying? If you that friend to somebody, like, look, okay, I'm gonna show you how it go. This how it go. Now after this, you need to be a for real lesbian type of thing. Like, I'm that friend. Like, look, I'm gonna show you how it go, okay? But at some point, you got to come out this discreet thing, okay? You can't be a pillow princess forever. Now let me show you, type of thing, okay? Like, been there, done that, moved on, okay? Anyway. So with this, stay away from this cycle here, and it says don't believe in the hype, believe in unicorns here. Okay, this says the ops around you are gaslighting you. Okay, so these individuals do a lot of gaslighting. They're gaslighting the lovers that they're in a relationship with. They're gaslighting their friends. They're gaslighting the gays, the transgenders that they're hooking up with. It's like they're telling, when a person is gaslighting you, it's basically where they're trying to convince you something that you know is true not to be true. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can spot them a mile away. You understand what I'm saying? But, and some other people can as well. So say you see a man who, and you don't have to feel like this. Not every man that you see is in touch with his feminine side, is gay. I'm not saying that at all, okay? But if he is very feminine, and he got a switch in his walk, and he got sweetness in his talk, and his feminine go over and beyond like a woman, okay? But he is not in the open with the fact that he is gay. He is for sure secretly gay. He just don't know how to come out with the fact. At the very least, bisexual. You got a lot of guys who won't even come out and admit that's much. Okay, look, I like both. You understand what I'm saying? So this person end up in a position where they cause themselves to be crazy here. Okay, so they're gaslighting themselves. They're gaslighting everybody else. They're playing mind games with everybody else. Okay, and there's this sense of emotional abuse. Okay, and this lies, the deceptions. Okay, the manipulation. Okay, that goes on and on. The lies, the deception, and the manipulation. It goes on at home with their woman. It goes on with the transgender or the gay men that they have hooked up with. Okay, they're even lying to themselves here. Okay. And it's a bunch of mind games here, okay? Gaslighting, okay? So we have here, shh. Some things are best kept secret. Don't ask, don't tell. This is on transgender. This talks about the transgenders that end up having, you see how the eyes are closed and it says shh, okay? A transgender that know good and damn hell well she was just with this sexually frustrated man who picked his poison, okay? And she was there to please and appease whatever he wanted to get down with, whether it was sex, whether it was partying, whether it was alcohol, drugs, whatever they do to get down, you know. This transgender had to close her eyes, shh, and keep this secret here, okay? and be hush about it, and be secretive about it, okay, and stay quiet about it, while this man go back home to his play house with his wife or his girlfriend and play daddy to his children. What make you think a transgender don't want to be loved by somebody, don't want a serious committed relationship with somebody? Okay, this is why this becomes a problem at some point in time. Okay, it might be cute, it might be fun at first, okay, but it don't matter what type of lifestyle you got. Feelings are feelings. Everybody got feelings. You understand what I'm saying? And so it is what it is, okay? These things are being kept secret, okay? And a lot of these transgenders are forced to keep these things hidden, to keep these things secret here, okay? Because there are a lot, man. Y'all, there's a way more men than what you think who are into a lot of freaky keeping things. And me personally, because I'm open-minded, because I'm very understanding, I will say this: I am very understanding to a lot of things. So there are men, I understand there being persons in the world who are into freaky things, kinky things, taboo things, and may not necessarily be gay. Okay, sometimes a man may be into, and this is what pisses me off about men as well as women, okay? Because if your man come to you and tell you about something that might really please him in the bedroom that y'all could try, there's a lot of women who will make fun of him, who will put him down, who will talk about him, who will belittle him, who will treat him like less than a man. So some things that you get into that's really kinky, that's really freaky, that's really taboo, this man, if he's really curious about it, he's left with no other option than going to someone that they know would understand that they like that, okay? So say you have a heterosexual man, you in a heterosexual relationship, okay, and say your man, we're just gonna say, like to be penetrated, okay, whether this is with a finger, whether this is with anal beads, whether this is with whatever, okay. Say your man was into role playing, like dressing up, okay? You know, he don't want to be with another man. He's not gay, but for some reason he is turned on by dressing up a certain way, acting out things a certain way. Say your man wants you to strap up on him. Say your man wants you to spank him. Say your man wants you to go down on him. It's a lot of things. You'd be surprised what people are into, okay? A lot of women, about 80% of women, would call him all kinds of names, would put him down, would talk about him like a dog, would automatically accuse him for being gay. And so most women, or excuse me, most men may not feel comfortable with being open about their sexuality as far as other things that they like with their woman. So they'll go to people, which this ties into, temptations ties into sexual frustrated, okay? And sexually frustrated may not mean that he's not turned on by having sex with you. Maybe he is, but maybe there's no livening it up, there's no doing anything different. You know, you have some women who like, you know, just like missionary style positions, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You got some women who's not into oral sex at all. You got some women who's not into certain things at all. You understand what I'm saying? So it's the same difference if, say, you're a woman who's not into oral sex. You will not do oral sex. You don't want them to do oral sex to you. You don't want to do oral sex to them. But this is something that really turns this person on. This is something that really, this person really likes. 9 times out of 10, when your sex life gets boring, this person might cheat with somebody that he can have that sexual fantasy with. All because of temptation and sexual frustrated. Okay? Say you with somebody who likes anal sex, who likes that butt a lot, okay? You are not into anal sex. which is perfectly understandable and okay. But if this is something that really turns this person on, that this person really like, I can almost guarantee you that this person is liable to cheat on you with somebody who doesn't have a problem with anal sex. It doesn't mean they don't like you anymore. It doesn't mean they don't love you, but it does mean that they are likely to cheat on you with somebody who is into that. You understand what I'm saying? So is what it is, okay? So we have the gossip card here that sits here on temptations. There's a lot of gossip here. As you can see, you see trans talk. Trans talk. Sometimes maybe I think trans talks amongst other transgenders, okay? And somehow this leaks out. You see this card is called the T. Okay, a lot of gossip, a lot of rumors. Okay, trans talk. Okay, some may see this as betrayal or judgment or backbiting or backstabbing, rumors, haters, slander, the latest scandal. Okay, this is what's going on, guys. Okay, this is what we're talking about. Okay, but I feel like that this would cut out a lot of confusion by the men who, if this is what really pleases you, if this is what really makes you happy, there is nothing a woman could do. You could have the best woman in the world. This woman could be attractive. This woman could cook and clean and be a good mother and be a good lover and be everything that you need her to be as a woman. But if you are still not pleased and happy, you're going to stray either way. So at some point in time, for your own sake, you have to be honest with yourself to say, you know what, well, maybe this would make me happier. Okay, Spirit, clarify low down and dirty shame. Okay, so we got official persons in power. There are a lot of people who are in government, who work for governmental positions, okay, who are a part of this low down and dirty shame, who are sneaking and creeping and freaking around with gay men or transgenders, and they want to keep it hidden. They want to keep it secret. I was just talking about that, okay? So we're talking about a lot of politicians. Okay, we're talking about people who have professional positions like doctors, maybe lawyers, maybe, I don't know, like psychologists or like politicians, high-ranking people in power. This could even be like amongst the police force, amongst the military, amongst CIA, FBI, amongst, and you would think those persons would be able to live their life and be happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like their job that they have to do shouldn't have anything to do with their sexuality. Like, it's stupid to me. But you have a lot of official people and official persons who are secretly a part of this lifestyle, okay? And it's hidden and it's secret, and they're so angry and they're so mad when this is found out about, but they are hurting themselves, hurting their girlfriends and their wives, as well as hurting these side piece situations they get involved in, whether it's with a transgender, whether it's with a gay person, or something like that, okay? Spirit, clarify sexually frustrated and pick your poison. So we have courtship. This is the reason why these relationships are hooking up, okay? Due to sexual frustrations, due to mainly sexually frustrations, okay, and curiosity, okay, temptations, okay, and a few that just can't get enough, and it's kind of perverse, but this is why these things are happening. Spirit, clarify, protect yourself from predators with they hate you. Protect yourself from predators with they hate you. Okay, so we have here, hold on, let me shuffle. I seen wealthy man, and then I seen concern. Yeah, there you go. And then I seen false person. So it seems like they all of those wanted to come out on this wealthy man here. Okay, so official persons, wealthy men in power. you know, they have this like hatred toward it's, and it's a trip how you can be involved in something, but then it like you have this disrespect or this hatred or this nonchalant type of approach, when really all you have to do is be honest with yourself that this is what pleases you, that this is what makes you happy, that this is what fulfills you. But then you in turn work against a person, set up a person, target a person, betray a person, sabotage a person, and ultimately be disloyal to a person. Okay? Spirit, clarify, stay away from this cycle. Stay away from this cycle. With the ops around you gaslighting. Don't believe the hype. So I see mature men that want to come out, okay? I feel like this is, we got false person here, okay? So people who are not who they appear to be, who are wearing masks, okay? Who are hiding their true selves, what they're really like, what they're really about, okay? I seen mature men as well. I feel like a lot of older men really have a hard time with embracing this type of lifestyle, okay? Because a mature man is likely, yeah, I seen that, okay? So yeah, mature man and married. A lot of times your mature men are going to be married, and these are men who's been married for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You understand what I'm saying? And so they are really hostile when it comes to this. They're false persons. They're wearing a mask. They're not who they appear to be. And many of them could be official persons. Many of them could be wealthy men, anywhere from middle class to upper class persons in power. And this goes on more than what you all think, okay? If y'all think this is just a random couple or few, it's not, y'all. The higher up you get, okay, especially in government, in the industry, the unspoken truth is these things be a requirement, okay? A lot of these different little clubs and groups, the initiation process is some type of homosexual ritual. So these things go on a lot more than y'all think, okay? Especially if you have any type of position in government, in power, or in the industry on any level. Sleeping with the same sex is a part of a ritualistic practice for them, okay? For men as well as women. And you can see this by all the different little rituals and trends that they have when they do the things that they do, okay? Like having the men dress as women or wear females attire. Men that clearly live a heterosexual life when they're not working, but there's damn near no man in the industry who's an actor or performer of any kind. There's a few, but majority of them, they have put them in a dress and dressed them up, okay, to look like a woman, or they have played female roles or parts on certain things. This is done on purpose. These are rituals that are done on purpose. What do you think is going on behind the scenes if they will display that in your face, okay? And this is men that we know live their life as heterosexual men, okay? These are not men who are openly gay or transgender or anything like that. That is done as a mockery. That is done as a subliminal message that is put in your face on purpose to tell you something else that often goes over other people's head about what's really going on, okay? It speaks to many different things, okay? It speaks to many different things, okay? But what happens is, especially with these mature men, married men, official persons, wealthy men here, they play these mind games. A lot of lies, a lot of deceptions, a lot of manipulations here. A lot of gaslighting individuals on multiple levels. From the women that they're involved with to the gay men or the transgenders that they involve with on the side, okay? Which brings us to transgender and Some things are best kept secret, okay? A lot of them end up in despair, okay, because this goes on and they have to play this role, and many of them, you know, they get money for being a part of this, but many of them end up being in despair because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you can go on a date with somebody and they pay you a lot of money for having sex with them and keeping their dirty little secret, but at the end of the day, you're going home alone. You're by yourself until the next time they want to see you to have a little fun. You understand what I'm saying? As much as people like money, as much as people like having fun, like it be fun while you're young, okay? But you get older and older every year that goes by, okay? Which means that that type of lifestyle has a sort of a time limit on it, because it seems like once you get to a certain age, a person wants to be settled, a person wants to be happy, fulfilled, have a family, you know, whatever else you want to do with your life, okay? So it's often quite sad, you know what I'm saying, when these people go home at night here, that, you know, it's, you know, it's shh, you know, it's be quiet, it's keep secret, don't ask, don't tell here, okay? We got main male sitting here with transgender, because we are not talking about, see, this is the twist. We are not talking about individuals who are fully transformed. We are talking about transgenders who the outer appearance may look like female. They may have had some type of breast augmentation or something like that, but they have their penises, okay? That's because these men are really gay. The whole point in them, if that was the case, if they just want to cheat to be with another woman, you think they couldn't do that? It's a lot of fine women in the world. They can hook up with them too. Many of them might. But they hook up with transgenders who look, because they still want to trick their own mind to thinking, hey, I'm with a woman, I'm with somebody that looks like a woman. But they know another dick is what really gets them hard, what really turns them on. So it's like the best of both worlds. If you got somebody gorgeous and fine that looks like a woman who happen to have a penis and can put it on you too. You understand what I'm saying? Not to mention other things that you are into that say, you know, your wife at home wouldn't necessarily be into. This is what's going on, guys. This is what's going on, okay? So we end up having concern here. You see this older man? You see how he's sitting here in concern? You see how his legs is crossed here? His ass is sweeter than pumpkin pie, okay? Sweeter than sweet potato pie, honey. And he concerned. He ain't concerned, okay, because this sits here on temptation, and it sits here on the tea with gossip here, okay? He is tempted. He likes this. It turns him on. Thus he keeps doing it. But he's in concern about it because he don't want it to be found. He don't want to be found out. He don't want this to come out. He wants this to be his little secret. But look, he can't stop thinking about it, can he? He can't stop thinking about this transgender and how he's pleased by this transgender. We got thoughts here. He concerned about this because he don't want to know. He don't want to be found out about nobody. Okay? But he can't stop thinking about this. Okay? So this is what's going on, guys. This is what's going on with a whole lot of other guys. Some of y'all got guys right now that you think is thugged out in gangster. Okay? And he will get down with another man. At the very least, a transgender. Some of them straight up another man. Okay? Especially if he's been to prison. That's just period. Spirit clarified, low down and dirty shame with official person. Low down and dirty shame, official person. Then I tell you, we got Lord here. These are people in power, people in authority, people who hold influence, okay? People very wealthy, masters and rulers of things, who are a part of this, who about their life, baby. Spirit clarifies sexually frustrated courtship. Sexually frustrated in courtship. We pick your poisons. Sexually frustrated in courtship. We pick your poisons. Okay, so we have here, this is interesting here, okay? So they take in these persons as their lovers, they little side piece. You see this with courtship, with pick your poison here. This could be anything, sex, partying, drugs, you know, money, like some of everything goes on in this here. And don't you see we got the lover card here? He want to be secret lovers with the gays or the transgenders in secret here. And you see how these look like women, don't they? But they got their back turned. He's facing to you because you can clearly see that he's a man, okay? But he mixing and mingling with these transgenders here. This is secret lovers, okay? Yeah, we got false person here. Spirit is even saying that we have here protect yourself from predators here. This is here with wealthy man. This is here with they hate you here. This is falseness here, okay? Falseness talks about one being fake, phony, fraudulent, untrue. Talks about somebody who's wearing a mask, somebody who's not who they appear to be, okay? So this could be displaying these wealthy men as being false and untrue, considering the fact as much as they are lying, okay? And ultimately, it's all about what they want. It's all about them getting pleased, them getting fulfilled. Because like I said, at the end of the day, they're not only disrespecting their wives and their girlfriends at home, but they ultimately end up disrespecting the very people that they are soliciting for sex, or they're sneaking and creeping around with behind the scenes and behind closed doors. Because, you know, they suck and fuck them and then they toss them to the side. And it's, you better shut your mouth. You better not say anything about this type of thing, or that will create a whole nother problem. You understand what I'm saying? So then you see what the type of position that those persons end up in as well. Okay? So we have here to clarify, stay away from this cycle. Here with mature man, marriage, false person. We got the enemy here. Spirit is saying, Spirit is saying that these persons are the enemy in some type of way, or being seen as the enemy in some type of way. Okay, many of these persons who are a part of this, who are into this, they're scholars, they're people who are high up in power, who are specialists in their particular fields of study. Okay, yeah, they play mind games, a lot of lies, a lot of deceptions, a lot of manipulation. Like I told you, look, to sit here on transgender main male here with some things are better kept secret, don't ask, don't tell. They be working for these people. We got service here. Service talks about one working for someone, helping someone, doing some type of work for someone here. This is soliciting someone for sex. Some of them, and look, they get together. We got cheerfulness here. So they get together and they drink. They get drunk. They may get high. And they all mix and mingle together. Have their sexual relations together. Okay? This is what's going on here. But these are their dirty little secrets here. And yeah, we got servant here. So these are prostitutes or sex slaves here. Some of them may be little secret side lovers here. Some of them may actually be prostitutes, okay? With the servant here. A servant is someone who performs duties for money. A slave, a sex slave. Okay, sitting here with service and cheerfulness here. So Spirit, clarify temptations, the T, concern, and thoughts. Okay, so we have here pleasure seekers. Okay, you see all these men here together. They look drunk, they look wasted, they look high, they ready to have them a good old time. Okay, with another man. You see how they all hugged up and grouped up together? They ready to have a good old time with another man. A pleasure seeker is someone who do something for their own amusement, for their own enjoyment. This is why we have temptations here. Okay? But they be scared of gossip or rumors or the latest scandal getting out about this. This is what they being concerned about. Yet they can't stop thinking about doing this. But they like being with other men. They enjoy the company of another man. Okay? That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here, y'all. Okay? But I mean, at some point, guys, I mean, like, you just have to ask yourself, okay, if we getting ready to go in 2023 with as many agendas that's going on, many laws that has been passed, many people are living the life that they want to live, you know, whether you like it or not, no matter how you decide to live your life, just being honest about the world that we live in, okay, is what we're talking about here. Okay, not necessarily passing judgment on anybody's particular lifestyle. Ask yourself, what year do you think it's going to be where finally persons are going to be, all persons are just going to have to be out with the open and say, okay, you know what, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what it is. Even with persons who are high ranking in power and different things like that, okay? Because we do literally, it has come to the point where we have a problem where women are being demonized so much. And it is a trip because women have been demonized. Well, first of all, you got women who hate on other women, okay? And then you have men who hate on and are disrespectful and mean and abusive to biological women as well. And there are some transgender who disrespect this point or disrespect biological women. So all the way across the board, being a woman has become very tough, have become very hard, and frankly become very sad. Okay, especially if you are an African American woman. It's like it has gotten to the point where it's like we're not needed, we're not wanted, we're not liked, we're not cared for, we're not important, or anything. Okay, so like then what is the next step? Okay. If the white woman is your best option and your transgender is what pleases you the most, where does that leave everybody else? And if that is the case, then at what point are you going to be able to identify with this clearly to come out and say, well, you know what, this is actually what really makes me happy? Because what's happening now is you got a whole bunch of women who are hurt, who are disrespected, who are left alone, who are mistreated, who are abandoned, who are neglected, and who are being disrespected on a daily basis, treated like they are not good enough. Meanwhile, when you feel like it, you swing back our way just to taint the pussy population in between your boyfriends. So that's all I'm saying. Spirit, clarify low down and dirty shame, official person, and Lord. Low down and dirty shame, official person, and Lord. We got the devil. They chained to the devil. They sold out to the devil. Okay? They shepherds for the devil. They in love with this lifestyle. They in love with this way of being. Because Lucifer is tree. Okay? 3. Man, woman, and beast. You understand? Lucifer can shape shift into anything you need Lucifer to be, whether male or female. Lucifer has breasts and has a penis. And see, this is the reason why the transgender is being embraced and the gender of transgenders are being pushed right now. People don't understand how these things go hand in hand together and what's really going on. I don't care about whether or not you are transgender or not. You can live your life the way you want to live your life. Do your thing, boo-boo. It's a lot of fine transgenders out there, just to be honest. Okay? But see how the government is playing you, using you. That's the reason why I brung up the gay agenda. Not to put you on blast for being gay. Not to belittle or talk about President Barack Obama or Michelle Obama, but to see the systematic way of them doing things. They use a brown skin family and tie that into the gay agenda, just like they are using transgenders who are part of the gay agenda, who are part of the LGBT community, and intertwining that with devil worship, Lucifer. At what point did people who are gay say that they were worshipers or Lucifer? Do you see how the government has manipulated you and tricked your mind. This is what they have done. This is not about you being gay. Baby, it's been fine for you to be gay if you gay. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not belittling you for who you are. I'm showing you how the system, how the government, how the industry is mind fucking you all. Now, if you are transgendered, that means that they are saying that you are one with Lucifer. That's the reason why they had Lil Nas X. It was a whole big thing with him sliding down that stripper pole. Remember, they had him come out as gay first, because y'all had no idea what was coming next. What they do next? They had him slide down that stripper pole and twerk upside down on the devil's dick. But why did y'all get mad? Why did y'all get mad? Lucifer is transgender. Actually, Lucifer is a hermaphrodite. Lucifer was born that way. Like, literally. Literally. When Lucifer was in heaven, Lucifer was the closest angel to God. Okay? In the Bible, in your Bible, it is said that Lucifer, that God felt like Lucifer was one of, it says that Lucifer was one of God's most beautiful angels. Now ask yourself, was Lucifer beautiful to God because Lucifer was beautiful skin-wise? Like outer appearance look likewise? Or was Lucifer considered beautiful because Lucifer was both male and female? Lucifer was the only angel who was able to procreate with itself. Lucifer has its own children that it created itself, because Lucifer is both male and female. Now, do you see? But what I'm asking you as a gay community, when did the gay community ever say, because we are gay, we are thus Satanists, we are thus devil worshippers, we are thus the children of Lucifer? Who in the hell said that? Who signed off on that? I didn't get that memo. I didn't get that bulletin. The last time I checked, about more than half of the gay people I know identify with being Christian. So, but do you see what the government did? Do you see what the industry, the agenda that they pushed? They said, well, if you are gay, then that means that you worship the devil. That means that you worship Lucifer. You didn't say that. But guess what? They mind fucked you. And now since they pushed that agenda and gave you something that you wanted, like gay marriage, now that they have pushed that agenda and done something like be in support of the transgenders, what they then now expect from you is for you to be in agreements with Satanism, without you even voicing your opinion on such a thing or saying that you was in agreements or alignment with such a thing. This is the reason why you have both the female and the male who is chained to the devil. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm telling y'all about. This ain't got nothing to do with about how you live your life. You got the right to live your life however you want to live your life, baby. That's between you and whatever it is that you believe in. I ain't got nothing to do with that. So I ain't tell you a few things about my life. Been there, done that, moved on. You understand me? Just because I don't live a certain lifestyle anymore don't mean I don't have no testimony. Don't mean I don't know nothing about nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not coming on here telling you this in some judgmental fashion, some judgmental way. I'm just telling you what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you something else they did. For every person who is gay, for every person who is drag queen, for every person who is transgender, and all of us in that category have been to the gay clubs before. Have you ever seen children in there? Have the gay community ever embraced children being in the club, popping and twerking and prancing their ass up in front of grown ass adults? Have we ever been for sexualizing children at all? But guess what? That's another thing that the government did when they pushed the agenda to embrace the drag queens. This doesn't mean that if you feel different as a young person, that you know something is wrong with you. I'm not talking about that. But what they did is, now you know what that did. That opened the door for all people who are attracted to babies. Now look at them as an object like that, because now they are on display, prancing and twerking and popping their ass, walking down runways and doing different things. They had that one little boy sit up there with that transgender, and this boy was literally acting like he was snorting cocaine, right there sitting next to a full-grown transgender, or not transgender, drag queen. When did the gay community embrace that it was cool for young people, elementary school sized kids, to be sitting up partying with full grown ass people, acting like they getting high and stuff? When did we fall in agreements with that? But they tied that into the same thing, like when they push the agenda, push the gay agenda, push the transgender agenda, and they automatically put y'all in alignment with worshiping the devil. They did the same thing when they pushed the agenda for the drag queens. Now we send up people who about that life was sitting up representing, standing up for people who were transgender, for grown people who are transgender, and grown people who were drag queens. We had no idea that they was going to tie that into tiny tots coming to kick it and mingle in the club. What gay club have you ever went to? And this was okay. There's smoking and drug use and drinking and all kinds of things that go on at the gay club. We all know it. We all done been there. Okay? Don't play pretend like y'all don't know. What gay club have you been to? They have a tiny tot segment for kitty drag queens. But that's what the government did. That's what they tied into. And they all tied y'all all into Satanism, devil worship, Luciferianism, all because you was gay. Did you get that memo? Did you get that bulletin? So what the government and the industry is now saying, if you're gay, that means that you are a devil worshiper. Who the hell told them that? Who in the hell gave them permission to push that? But they didn't ask for your permission. They didn't send out no bulletin, no memo. They didn't send out no votes. Okay? They didn't take no tallies. They didn't tally up no results, no nothing like that. They made that observation, that decision on their own. This how they do. This how they push themselves on you. And these are same damn people that's got they freak nasty ass behind the scene and in the closet. But they ain't got no problem with pushing this on you, your family, your children, or anybody else. But them, they family, they children live a whole different way. And behind the scenes and in the closet, oh, they with the shits though. This what's going on, y'all. This what we talking about. Spirit clarify sexually frustrated with courtship and pick your poison. Sexually frustrated with courtship and pick your poison. So we got the Three of Cups here. Whole bunch of third party situations. A whole lot of sneaky, freaky, creepy, low down, dirty do-ins in the closets, under covers, swept under rugs, trapped in the closet type of situations. Okay? Whole bunch of third party situations. Spirit clarify, protect yourself from predators with they hate you, wealthy men, and falseness here. Yeah. See, they're predators because they love preying on those of the life, on gay men, on transgenders, on drag queens, or anybody that they would like to fulfill their sexual desires and fantasies in secret. But really, you understand? You know how the hood dudes be like, "Dawg, they married to the game." You know what I'm saying? They want to uphold a certain lifestyle, a certain way of being, a certain way of living, because of their marriage, because of their family life, okay? Because of their position, titles, or roles, because of how much money they make, and different things. This goes on all the time. Who was that one man, that black man? You notice they did it to a black man because white men been down with the get down for the longest, okay? But they put that man on blast on purpose. Wasn't he a mayor or something? Black men they found in the hotel room with the white escort dude, buff, cute white escort dude. Okay, that was up there to have sex with that. That man was like this. He was like the governor or the mayor of some state. Okay, it was drug paraphernalia. All they was in there getting high and cool to brown honey and having them a real live whole aces. They were fucking and sucking all over that damn room and getting high. The cameras walked up in that hotel room. He was passed out, doped out. Okay, passed out. Do you know they let this man get up, put his clothes on, and smooth walk out the room like he wasn't never the hell there and nobody seen him. Okay, while the escort was still there talking, they were passed out in there. Wasn't he a governor or a mayor or something? I forget from what state, but he was an African American man. Then they turned around and had this black man to sit up here with his black wife, who was looking like a bump on a goddamn log, looking stupid, on live television. They did an interview with him, and he go, "I love my wife, just made a mistake." Get the hell up out of here. He been sucking dicks long before then. Somebody that was watching him just called him up and they went in there and best. They wouldn't have never did that to no white man in power. I guarantee you that. They with the shits too. They exposed that man on purpose. Put him on blast on purpose just so they can take his positions away from him. Because them white men get down with the get down. I forget that black man's name. But it was dumb as hell. And then his wife just had to sit here looking just as ignorant, sitting next to him. "I love my husband. I'm just going to stick with him. I'm going to stand by." What? And he was busted up in here. And they busted up in here in this hotel room, honey. He in here with the white man. He was an escort. Okay? Just as buff as he wanted to be. Caucasian man, honey. They was in there, had them a good time, child. Had them a good time. Smooth put him on blast. They would have never done a white man like that. They would have never. And the only reason why they exposed who the escort was is because he was an escort. If he had been up there, get down with a white man who was in power and authority in some type of way, it would have never got out like that. Okay? But somebody who was watching him, surveillancing him, decided to set him up. The powers that be set him up. There was a whole damn staged event. If you notice, every time they do that shit, they always scandalize black people. They put a black person on everything. They create some darn virus or something in a darn lab. They'll put a black face on. They have black people doing all kind of commercials. No, this is killing our neighborhood and our people the most. Just take this. Just do that. How the hell did it become a black person's problem? Who in the hell told you? Matter of fact, who paid you to come on here and say this? If they created it, what in the hell makes you think that it is affecting our people and our community the most? It's not. They told you to say that and they paid you to say that. Then what they do? Just to push their damn agendas. Just to push what they want to push. Do what the hell they want to do. And they keep mind fucking y'all. Every damn thing, every propaganda, every agenda that they come up with. Because this is the reason why they spend so much money to entertain y'all ass. Okay? All they do, they expect y'all, they want y'all to be brainwashed, dumbed down, under mind control. That's why any one of us that speak up, that speak out, that halfway act like we know something, got any ounce of damn sense, they can't stand it. They be like, they sit back behind the scene, be like, who is this old smart talking little Negro here? That they ain't gonna say it out loud. That would be saying to themselves, amongst themselves. But they say it. I'm trying to tell you. Spirit clarify, stay away from this psycho with false person. Okay? With the mature man in marriage here, with the scholar and enemy. We got the high priestess, honey. See, this secret knowledge, this hidden knowledge, this cultic knowledge here, what I'm telling you. You understand? This is a part of them being chained to the devil, them selling their soul to the devil. They have to do this. They have to be a part of this. They don't want nobody to know. They got to do it. They with it. But they don't want nobody to know. You understand? This is what's going on. Spirit clarify transgender. Clarify transgender with main male here, with some things are best kept secret. Don't ask, don't tell, with service, servant, and cheerfulness here. Okay, so we got the Ace of Swords here, guys. We have the Ace of Swords here. This talks about truth. This talks about clarity here. What I'm telling you is truth and clarity here. What pisses these damn people off is, honey, when these transgender get to talking, baby. When they get to spilling they secrets and what be going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, honey, then they be mad, honey. Then this what causes the conflict. See, deep down, this is the reason why they hate them, but they like them at the same time, and they use them at the same time, because they like being able to pay them to please them the way they want them to, or whatever. That's the reason why they hate you came out here, okay? Because you know they hate you because they won't even claim you publicly. You understand? This is what's going on. And then this causes conflicts, fights, fussing, cussing, arguments, disagreements here because of this truth, because of this clarity and things. Spirit, clarify temptations with gossip and what is that? Concern, thoughts, and pleasure seekers. See, they be so worried, they be so scared with this coming out because it's going to cause a tower. It causes a sudden upheaval, a sudden shakeup of things, tragic news, tragic information, okay? And so they are resistant to this being known. But my whole point in doing this reading, because I'm like, for those of you men, like if it's another man that really gets you hard, that really pleases you, that really turns you on, forget how I feel about it, somebody else feel about it. At some point, you're lying to yourself. At some point, you have to be honest with yourself, or you're going to forever be in a position where you are not fulfilled and you are not happy with the woman that you are with, which means you are going to forever be having to sneak and creep around just to have what you what you really desire. Is that how you want to live the rest of your life? So really, you're doing yourself a favor. You know, you may look at it like a thing. Oh, I don't want nobody else to know, or however you feel about the situation. But frankly, you know what I'm saying? You're really doing yourself a favor. You're doing the women that you're dealing with a favor. Okay? By knowing the truth. And frankly, if you think about it, there's a lot of women in this world who put a lot of support behind gay men. Okay? Like, it'd just be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you honest with a woman and straight up with a woman, she ain't gonna have no problem with you. She'll like you, she'll support you, she'll be your friend or something like that. But if you be in a relationship with her, you tell her you love her, and you playing games with her heart in different things, and you doing these different things, you will get you a different type of woman then. Because then she liable to hurt you. Then she liable, you know what I'm saying? So, like, who are you really fooling? You hurting others, but you're fooling yourself. When you can have what you really want and you be happy. That's what this reading about, y'all. Okay? That, and this is a public service announcement. Men stay looking at women like we the raggedy bitches, like we the low down good for nothing bitches, but y'all are the ones who are tainting the pussy population. Stop tainting the pussy population and go get you a boyfriend. How about that? Spirit, clarify low down and dirty shame. Clarify low down and dirty shame. So we got disruption here, okay? So there are major disruptions that is caused by this situation. If you see this man, okay, in here, you see how he's like intertwined, intertangled in these bricks and different things here, okay, or those blocks or whatever this is, okay? You are the one who end up feeling all miscombobulated, okay? Entrapped in something you don't even have to be entrapped in, just by embracing what you really want, whom you really are, what you really desire, by freeing yourself, okay? But many of them, I feel like with this disruption here, you know, once they sell their soul to the devil and they chain to the devil like that, there's a lot of things that they have to deal with and be a part of, whether they really like to or not. You know, it's some of them, it's what's matter of fact is that some of them go through certain things, do certain things, be a part of certain things, and they happen to end up liking it. And then they end up going back for more type of thing. You understand what I'm saying? So we have discontent and boredom that sits here on sexually frustrated. So some of these people may feel discontent or bored in their relationships with women. So they get involved in these third party situations. They get in these, become lovers in these courtships and, with other men, whether gays or transgenders and different things. Okay. Spirit, clarify, protect yourself from predators. Protect yourself from predators here, okay? So we end up, what we have here is emotional withdrawal, okay? And this is what often you see in heterosexual relationships. When a woman feels that her man is pulling away, the first thing, when she tries to talk to him, it's like, we're not communicating. You're not being affectionate. You're not being passionate. You're not being romantic. You're not, all of a sudden they will start withdrawing. Okay. And they become less than in the relationship that they're playing pretend in, that they're trying to uphold. Okay. And it's the relationship, it's their heterosexual relationship that begins to suffer. And that's because what really pleases you, what really turns you on, what really excites you is elsewhere. So when you go home, even though you thinking you protecting your reputation, even though you think you protecting your relationship and nobody knows about your dirty little secrets, it's the woman, your wife or your girlfriend or your family that has to suffer. Look, passion ignited. This sits here with the high priestess. This sits here on mature man, marriage, false person with the enemy and scholar here. Your passion is ignited when you're with another man, when you're with a transgender. This sets your soul on fire or some type of shit. Your passion is ignited. Passion that you don't have when you go home to your wife, your baby mama, or your girlfriend. Stop stunting and fronting. Yeah. You got transgenders trapped in fear for speaking out, thinking they're going to be sacrificed or harmed for speaking their truth just to protect you. Spirit, clarify transgender. Clarify transgender. So we have temptation. These transgenders are temptation to these men, and they fulfill the temptations of these men and all their little desires. Yeah. Spirit, clarify temptation. Clarify temptation. Yeah, and see these men here, they be so in concern. I told you they be in concern because they don't want to be found out. They be concerned because they don't want the gossip to come out about them. But they can't stop thinking about this transgender. You see him, he can't stop thinking about this transgender that he's messing with. But he in concern because he don't want the gossip to come out, okay? About this. He knows he's a pleasure seeker. He likes the company of other men here, okay? But he don't want this tower to collapse in his life here, okay? But he know he has wish fulfillment with another man. He like you to ring his bell. Just period. He likes to rejoice in celebration with another man. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. Okay. A lot of deception. Pay attention to the red flags. Codependency. Spirit says with the deception here, Spirit says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. That would be these low down and dirty shame ass men who are in the closet. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Codependency, addictions, are affecting your romantic life. This is the reason why they got erectile dysfunction. This is the reason why they can't get it up for you. This is the reason why they're no longer passionate and romantic with you. Because they're getting that fulfilled as elsewhere. And many of these people, there's religious factors. They still trying to uphold their position within religion. Yet they know that this is what really pleases them and turns them on, honey. Spirit, what else is going on with this situation? Yeah, they also do this for the sake of their children. Oh, you want to spare your children, huh? You don't want your children to know. But look at the world that your children are growing up in. So how long do you think that it's really going to take for your children to find out that their daddy is a switch hitter and their mama is sad and unhappy? Because their daddy don't love their mama like he used to no more. Because their daddy really love another man. Like, be for real. Look at all the lives that you are affecting and who you are really hurting just by you lying to yourself. Yeah, so like I said, many of them keep up their lies because of certain religious factors, but their passion is ignited with another man. Their passion is ignited with another man, and they don't want to admit it. Okay, many of them make the excuse, oh, because of my religious factors. But how religious are you if you around here doing the Moses anyway? Oh, my children, your children are affecting your love life is being affected by your children here. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path and beliefs. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Because when you sneak and creep around behind the scenes, behind closed doors, in the closet, okay, when you getting head from another man or getting popped in the behind from another man, whichever you like, however you like, whatever you like, or whether you like doing the popping with another man, whatever it is, whether you're top or bottom or somewhere in between, your religious factors and your children don't matter then, nor does your wife. Okay? Yeah. So, Spirit, clarify transgender. What else we need to know about transgender? Chemistry. They actually have, and that's the tripped out thing about this. They actually, with temptation sitting here with this, they actually be having chemistry with these transgenders that they are tempted by. Chemistry that they don't even have when they go home to their wives. That's bullshit. You just need to be with a transgender then. Be in a serious committed relationship with a transgender. They've been waiting to be in a serious committed relationship with someone who didn't just want to use them in secret, in darkness. Okay? Just be real with yourself. You got chemistry with the transgender, but not with your wife. Spirit, clarify temptations. Clarify temptations. So I seen separation here. You go through a withdrawal with a separation from your wives and your girlfriends, okay? You take time apart from your partner, okay? Just to fulfill your temptations and your desires. That's what's going on here, y'all. That's what we're talking about today, okay? So, let me see what other, if there is any other messages I need to share with you all real quick, and we're going to wrap this reading up. Okay, guys, so let me pull from this one. Okay, Spirit, are there any other messages? Are there any other messages? Okay, a lot of you end up in mental conflict about this, and a lot of negative energy and worry, having sleepless nights over this, anxiety, stress, depression, unable to sleep, eat, think. Okay, but your ego, many of you have a big ego. Okay, it's all about illusions and dependency and materialism with you all here. Okay, what else is going on with this situation here? Okay, yeah, you enjoy having your multiple lovers. Okay, and you don't care about anything or anybody else here. Okay, you don't care about the heartache and the heartbreak that it caused with your lies and your deceptions and your manipulations. Okay, all you care about is what you want when you want it. Okay, and we have the Ten of Swords here, so there ends up being ultimate betrayal. This is here on transgender. There ends up being ultimate betrayal in a situation. Things coming to an end, whether this be in your relationships, whether your family or whatever, because with the moon here, you got things that's hidden, that's secret here. Illusions. Things that's done in darkness. Secret things, hidden things, sneaky, freaky, creepy things, criminal activities even. Things that's done behind the scenes, that's done in darkness. Okay? Okay? And then ask yourself, who gets abandoned? In the end, who gets abandoned? Who gets neglected? Who get left out in the cold? With lack, with worry. Okay? Who is the one who really gets left out? Who really gets neglected? Why the man in this man's world get what he wants? No matter how that comes about. Okay? No matter how that comes about. Okay? Yeah, many of you are sneaking and creeping and freaking around late at night, midnight, or later. Spirits say y'all are cowards. Satanic powers that be. Okay? We got military officials. I feel like this is high-ranking military officials because, frankly, I feel like at this point in time, they used to have the don't ask, don't tell type of policy, but, like, you know, I feel like military officials on a lower level are free to, you know, live their life openly gay the way they want. I think, you know, but it seems like this may be high-ranking military officials here. Okay, yeah. Spirit say be careful who y'all trust, though. Be careful who y'all trust, okay? Because these things end up coming out anyway, okay? Got all kind of people. Actors, okay? All type of people with different type of professions into this, okay? We got comedians here. A lot of people, different professions in here. Shadow government. So the satanic powers that be are part of this. What I tell you, pastors, broadcasters, CEOs, big banksters, I can't make it up. Directors, what you said? Huh? Singers. Oh, wow. Okay. Journalists. Fighters. Are these pro fighters? Huh, okay. Dancers. A lot of people involved in this, okay? Fashion designers. Okay. Oh, goodness. Mechanics. Okay. Oh, okay. Y'all getting down with the get down. Physical therapists. Okay. Secret spies. Are your transgender lovers really secret spies, or like, or we got secret spies involved in this thing too? bartenders. Yeah. Producers. Spirit say you're dumb because many of you end up getting used for money in the first place. A lot of you that get intertwined in this type of stuff, especially those of you who are wealthy and high up, you're getting used for money. But you probably don't care to get your rocks off and your fantasies fulfilled, huh? But we got lower level people here. We got mechanics and construction workers and bartenders and different things. Yeah, all kinds of people. Part of this thing. Drivers. We got artists of all kind here. These are all kinds of artists. Singers, illustrators, models, painters, actors, authors, fashions, designers, dancers, rappers, people in the film industry. Okay? A lot of things are going on because Spirit say y'all fucked up a long time ago. Y'all fucked up a long time ago. And now a lot of situation got a bad vibes all around. Okay? And everything boils down to money with you people here. Okay? We got a legal experimentation, government experimentation here too. Another thing that a lot of you don't know, a lot of you probably think that the things that's going on in your life, or that you do in your life, is you and your free will. The government has had the power and the technology to manipulate and control y'all's minds for a very long time. They can trigger people to commit a crime. They can trigger a person to completely change their entire sexuality. They have been doing this on purpose for a very long time. You ever seen a person who say have been straight their entire freaking life, and middle age they decide to be transgender, or they decide to all of a sudden be gay? Mind control, manipulation. I know you think a lot of things is on your own free will. You've always felt like this. You always this, that, and the other. Whatever you decide to do in your life, that's your business, and you have the right to do it. What I'm telling you, even a lot of you who feel like, oh, I was born this way and this, that, and the other, you were not. There was something that went on, that even if you didn't go through something that hurt you or traumatized you, there was something that was exposed to you that you seen or that you went through, or something that altered something in your mind, triggered something in you, or something that may be deep in your subconscious that you cannot remember, because illegal government experimentation has been going on for a long time, y'all. This is the type of thing that serial killers are created with. This is the type of thing that terrorists are created with. These are the type of things that lone wolf shooters are created with. These are the type of things that suicide bombers are created with. These are the type of things that rapists are created with. These are the type of things, they have the power and the technology. Y'all, the technology is far more advanced than the technology that you know of today. They already have it. They just baby step, y'all. They take y'all slow. They have decided certain things are not going to release until certain years, after certain other things go on and happen. This is the reason why every year they push certain agendas. Certain things happen. It's already pre-programmed, baby. So have your minds. That's why they attack and target any one of us who able to break free of the matrix, whose third eye is open, who is awakened, who speak to you all like this. This ain't about me preaching to you, preaching to the choir about your life and how to live. You live the way you want to live, according to how you want to live, the way you love yourself and the way you want to be. I'm just letting you know why certain things are going on, why certain things are happening that nobody has ever cared enough to explain to you or tell you or to let you know, or maybe you kind of overlooked, or you happen to not realize, or whatever. Illegal government experimentation is going on to this very day. Social engineering is going on around you every day. Geoengineering is going on around you every single day. If they can control the weather, what in the hell make you think they can control people? If they controlling your food and your water, what in the hell make you think that they can't control your mind? It's been going on, y'all. It's been going on. We got mad scientists here. What you say? Police officers? Let me find out. Yeah. Managers, executives, FBI agents, okay? Yeah. Authors. This is going on every day, y'all. Firefighters. These is not calling out gay people who are openly gay. That's not what's happening here, y'all. These are the people Spirit is calling out who are in the closet, who got wives at home, children at home, serious committed long-term relationships at home, baby, who are sneaking and creeping around with either gay men or transgenders. Yeah, that's what's coming out here. These are not openly gay people here. Of course, you got openly gay people who are in any of these professions, but Spirit is calling out those of them who are not openly gay, who bamboozling and disrespecting their wives and their long-term girlfriends while they taint our pussy population to go and be with their side piece boyfriends, and that they disrespect, they sleep with in secret and they disrespect in the daytime. That's what we're talking about here. You think drug traffickers don't get down? Yeah, they like that booty love too. You ain't know. Somebody landlord gets down with the get down. Yeah, you ain't know. Daycare workers. Spirit, are there any other messages? Are there any other messages? And don't get it twisted. We got store clerks here. See, Spirit say this was done in the dark. All these people I'm naming down here, Spirit say they was done in the dark. You didn't know, now you know, baby. This is what's going on in the dark. That's what I'm talking to y'all about. This is what's going on in the dark. Spirit say what's done in the dark. Pimping pastor. He came out twice. Them pastors getting it in. They getting it now. Male singers. What I was getting ready to say, y'all, don't get it twisted and think this this a man thing. Okay. Well, this is solely about men who is in the closet, but I happen to know that there are a lot of women who may be married or in relationships who but see, that's not a problem. Like, you got some women, like if a woman has a professional position, okay, and she's attracted to another woman, first of all, she's very selective and she's very picky. She won't just be with no any and everybody, okay? She's very selective and she's very picky, okay, if she mess around with a woman. But see, a woman have a way of knowing how to cheat. A woman a cheat and then be done with it. You understand what I'm saying? But it has always been seen as sexy for two women to be together. But women don't have no problem. You can have two straight women and they both have boyfriends. Them girls can have them a girls' night out, go out and drink, get on the dance floor and party and grind and dance all over each other, honey. If they make a night of it, they might have them a nice little powwow, sleep over at the room or at each other's houses or something, honey, and make out and some more shit, okay? And be with their man the next day and still be the bestest of friends, okay? And if, you know what I'm saying? Those type of things go on with women, honey. They don't go the same way with men, child. You know, it don't go like that. They can't. They don't go like that. Yeah. Spirit is saying that there's some aspect to what's going on in the darkness, an inside job here, okay? Because for some of them, this is routine, what they like, what they about. With the high priestess here in wickedness in high places here, it's a requirement for others, okay? And that's what I was telling you about earlier, because some of them, for a man, when a man is turned out in a certain way, whether he liked it or not, there's some kind of satisfaction that comes from it, especially if he ejaculates, okay? Which means when he was turned out, it may have been an uncomfortable situation for him, but when he get over that and identify with the fact that some part of that, you know, I came harder than I ever came, or you know, now like something, I don't know, it's like something switches or clicks or something in a man where he then desires it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of boys who were molested or raped as kids, as young boys, they end up being gay, okay? And some of them may try, especially with their background, they may try to embrace being with a girl because, you know, society, you know, on the surface say, oh, a guy is supposed to be with a girl, and so they'll try that. But you know, most of them, when they get to an age where they can be who they want to be and they out on their own, they might go on and decide to, you know, say, okay, well, I'm gay, and so I'm gonna be with, you know, another guy or whatever. But a lot of them that's in government, that's in industry, and this shit get forced upon them and is required. It's uncomfortable at first and different things like that or whatever. But if a situation isn't brutally done, forceful rape, where something is painful and hurt for you or something like that, if it was made some type of sensual type of experience, a lot of men, whether at first, if the man really liked it or desired it or not, what happens is something triggers in him, something flips in him, whether it's in the body, the brain, or what, because now this man identifies with, have had this experience and now identifies with something else turning him on, and then will indulge in such a thing on his own secretly, okay? If that makes any sense. We got trash men here, sanitation workers, okay? We got a lot of different persons who are in a lot of different positions, titles, and roles, who are part of this lifestyle, okay? I didn't know Spirit was going to have all of these to come out here, okay? But this is what's happening, guys. This is what's going on, and yeah. And so this is what this reading is about, okay? And we have, I mean, there's a lot of different persons, so this is not any one race, okay? Black men, okay? There's a lot of black men. Black men will wholeheartedly deny it. A lot of black men will wholeheartedly deny having any involvement in this type of thing. We have Mexican men here, okay? So all races of different men, okay, involved in this type of thing, okay? So I'm not saying that it's any one race here, okay? We got systematic abuse here, okay? We got news anchors here, okay? We have coach is here. So people who are coaches, okay, are secretly gay and in the closet, okay? We have African men, black men, Mexican men, African men, okay? So we have all different races of men who are a part of this confusion and illusion as to what is going on here. We have where your boss at. Many of these people are sleeping with their boss or something like that. One of these people may be in a high ranking position and having to have sex with their boss. Interior decorators here are a part of this lifestyle. People who are in internal affairs are part of this lifestyle. Okay? But it's all races of persons, okay? That's a part of this. So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, she only calling out white guys, she only calling out black dudes. No, this is a lot of people. We got dance instructors here, waiters, waitresses, a lot of people of different professions who are in the closet, okay? And on the surface, it's fucked up, because on the surface, y'all, okay? And also I want to tell you that many of these people are satanic sellouts, straight up. On the surface, it goes, the reason in me talking about this is because it goes far and beyond cheating on your wife or your girlfriend and disrespecting her, your children, or your family. The other people that you are hooking up with in secret, at some point you end up disrespecting them and hurting them as well. And it just seems like there's this trail of people who are hurt in various different ways just to fulfill and satisfy your desires. Is the point. You understand what I'm saying? You got people that's housekeepers that's into this type of thing in secret here. People of all different type of profession, guys, okay? We have Latina men here, okay? Casino dealers, that's a part of this. We got royalty here, that's a part of this, okay? Royal individuals, that's a part of these types of shenanigans. Individuals who are cooks and chefs are a part of this. Male models, part of this, okay? Some of this gets put on certain people before they make this a habit, a part of their lifestyle. This is a big part of not only systematic abuse, but government cruel and unusual punishment here. We got promoters who are a part of this lifestyle. Okay? This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? You got radio personalities who are having to indulge in this type of lifestyle. Okay? Or who willingly indulge in this type of lifestyle. Fast food workers, okay? DJs, okay? Hairstylists, okay? A lot of different people who are a part of this lifestyle of different jobs, okay? Judges, lawyers, doctors, nurses, okay? Yeah, I just said nurse. There's nurse right there. Dentists, okay? Doctors, okay? Like I said, all kind of people. White male here. So we have black males, Mexicans, African males, Latino men, white men, okay? Individuals overseas, okay? You got people of all different walks of life. This is not even just a United States thing. This is going on everywhere, okay? Everywhere. So ask yourself, how there's got to be a whole lot of unhappy women in the world. And it's like none of these men give a damn. Chinese men. Just think about it. If all of these men are secretly Jamaican men, if all of these men are secretly talk show hosts involved in this type of thing, secretly now, remember, these are none of the persons who are openly gay. We are solely speaking to those who are in the closet, who got they low down and dirty doing, swept under rugs and under covers, okay? Who are mistreating their women and going to be with either gay men or transgenders, okay? While they had their good time there, you're disrespecting multiple people across the board while you taint the pussy population, and then you look at biological women like we the raggedy bitches with bad pussy problems, when y'all are the ones who tainted it in the first place. Fact check that. You ain't gonna find out one woman who gave herself a sexually transmitted disease. It don't happen like that. It can't happen like that. It cannot happen like that. For a woman literally has to have intercourse with a man who has a dirty dick, infected penis, for her to contract something. Okay? So if you're going to call a woman, so we have self-employed business owners who's a part of this type of lifestyle too. Okay? So, if you are going to fix your mouth, tech specialist, to call a woman low down, dirty, nasty, Native American man, you're going to call a woman any of those things. What do you call yourself? So think about that the next time you want to call a woman a bitch, a whore, a slut, a tramp. If she is, she learned from the best, didn't she? Because seem like to me, y'all some of the best teachers around. And y'all don't have no room to talk, considering the fact that you fucking your boyfriends better than you never fucked your wives. Or any of the women that you have had. No, you only use and abuse us. You put us down, you talk down to us, you ridicule us, you judge us, you physically assault us. And you go sweet with your boyfriends, huh? So I say go on and get that. Go on and get that. That's what you like. That's what you want. Tell your women the truth. Huh? Tell them the truth. I ain't mad at you. I ain't gonna judge you. But women not gonna keep taking your licks and taking your disrespect and taking your hatred and taking your lack of love, support, passion, or romance just to stand by your side when you treat your boyfriend better than you never treated your woman. And that includes the woman who gave birth to your ass. Spirit, are there any other messages? Any other messages? Yeah, we got club owners that's in on this thing here. Okay? We got some farmers who about that life. People of all professions. People of all professions, okay? Got some human traffickers who about that life. Okay? Lawyers. Okay? Spirit, any other messages? We got professional athletes. Yeah. Who secretly about that life. And they go home and play Mr. Family Man with their wives. Daddy of the year with the children. And they transgender girlfriends sit and wait till the next time he called. We got Hispanic man who are part of this here thing. Therapist who's a part of this. Okay? Any other messages, Spirit? Some of you that got fake love from your fathers. Your father was a switch hitter. Yeah. He ain't have no love for you or your mama. For those of us who was our fathers. Yeah. Had fake love from your father. He ain't love you or your mama. He likely was part of this thing here too. Spirit, anything else? Any other messages? Anything else that I need to share with the collective? This is crazy. Okay, guys. I think that is all for now. I just wanted to come on here and share that with you all, okay? So for all the men, we got makeup artists who about their life, honey. I ain't know. Okay, people in the cartel who about their life. Okay, chefs who about their life. Male rappers who about their life. Yeah. And court clerks who about that life, other race men who are about that life here, teachers who get down with the get down, okay, doctors who get down with the get down, okay. But it seems to amaze me, barbers who get down with the get downs, folks in the CIA, fast food workers, lifeguards, mobsters, yeah, they all getting down with the get down, Spirit is saying. But what seems to amaze me, and it's really a slap in the face and disrespectful, because it seems as if they make better love and have a better time with somebody of the same sex secretly than they even do with their women. Even the ones who still have sex with women, it's like they want to be overly aggressive. When they come back to a woman to have sex with a woman, it's not sensual. It's not love making. No, he want to bust through the door and come in and slap it, flip it, rub it down, and fuck you like he tried to prove to you that he's a man after he just got through fucking another man. So they want to come in and be all overly aggressive with a woman. Like he need to prove that he a man after he done been with another man. You didn't decide whether you want dick or pussy, or if you like both, just be honest. It's cool. We'll understand. Okay? But all I'm saying is, in this day and time, baby, ain't nobody gonna care. It might shock or surprise somebody when you come out, but it'll last a whole 24 hours, baby. Because in 2022, going on to 2023, okay, you got the whole government in behind, you got the whole industry in behind, because they pushing this type of thing here. So what is the big deal? But I do know one thing. Y'all need to stop tainting the pussy population. And then treating women like we the ones who less than. And got the problems. They always want to make the women out to be the one who got the problem. So what you do to solve it, go get you a boyfriend? But you can't even be honest about that. You have to do that in secret. And then you be mad when a transgender happen to say something, because you're disrespecting her in public. And then your girlfriend and your wife happen to find out, and she just appalled, because she don't know nothing about it. She got to hear through the grapevine. That's what's going on here, y'all. That's what's going on here, y'all. So we have here the archangel message. It comes from Archangel Gabriel, okay, to close out this reading. This talks about confidence, being confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic here. Spirit is saying that it's time to take action, a great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. That's you all's closing archangel message, honey. I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for watching. If you would be so kind, so please like, share, and subscribe. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond36@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Tiffany Letitia Diamond Ziegler. And for those of you who would like to follow me on Instagram, you can do so at Shine Bright Like a Diamond 36. Any persons who would like to donate to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $TiffDiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there is evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, watch the surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And consider the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. If anyone felt offended by this topic or this conversation, I do apologize. It was not meant to hurt anyone's feelings, okay? For the men who are in the closet, I could really kind of care less, you know, but I mean, even when it comes to you all, I don't do things in a nasty, dirty, malicious way. So if you all felt some type of way about this message, then it wasn't really to like belittle you or put you on blast. You know, I didn't call any of you out by name or anything, so you know, there's no reason for you to feel personally offended. But think about it. Think about it. What really makes you happy? Does it really hurt to sit back and think about what really makes you happy? What really pleases you? Okay? And to be honest with your girlfriends and your wives and your side pieces, okay? And, you know, whatever else that you got going on, okay? Because, I mean, you shouldn't be enthused or want to hurt yourself and hurt others your entire life. You know what I'm saying? At some point, like, you need to decide, okay? Lord's will, if you live to see 90 years old, 80, 90, 100 years old, who's going to be that person that loves you, that's by your side, that's going to take care of you? Is that going to be your wife and your children? Or do you want that to be your boyfriend or your transgendered girlfriend or wife? Or, you know, whatever it is that you want. Okay? A lot of people get stuck in having fun and having a good time and turning up and kicking it and doing what you want to do or how you want to do when you're in your prime and you're capable and you're able to. But you know, tomorrow's not promised to anybody. You may push something off and be like, oh, I'll deal with it later, or I'll change later, or I'll worry about it later on. But you might not see later on. You might not see later on. If you live in that lifestyle today and you die tomorrow and your wife and your children is sitting up making your funeral arrangements and your entitled side piece as well as your frequented transgendered girlfriend or your boyfriend decide to show up at your funeral because they feel like they have just as much right to be there as anybody else because you spend just as much time with them, but your wife didn't know anything about it, your children didn't know anything about it, how do you think that's going to let them feel? How do you think that for that to come out and how they feel after you have passed on or passed away? How do you think that even if you didn't pass on or pass away, this gets to them and how they would feel? Or do you not care? Is it because it's a man's world, and because you are a man, and because you have a penis between your legs, and because you can do whatever you want to do because that's what men do, that women don't matter? We don't have no needs, no wants, no desires. Who told us to have feelings? We don't have the right to that unless a man say so, right? Peace, love, and light. Namaste.